Alright, I got this from Bronco Graveyard. It's this firewall reinforcement for the clutch. This truck is actually automatic, but I'm planning on putting the ZF in it. I have the whole steering column out, I have the floor out, doing some rust repair, but right now I have to take there's two bolts up there, two nuts. This is just basically a blank plate, but that's where the master cylinder goes on the 4-speed or 5-speed manual trucks. I'm going to pull that out, then I should be able to put this up here and mark and drill some holes into the cowl and into the firewall to get this thing all set up. Alright, looks like it's a little out of focus. And that cordless light is messing with this a little bit, but I got it all bolted in. All the factory bolts in here, and I got the plate back on with the studs, the block off plate, the studs, and the nuts back in. I did have to clamp it to get the studs to reach. Hopefully the studs on the actual master cylinder a little bit longer. Now I got my center punch that fits in here pretty nice. I'm going to mark these holes before I can drill them. Hard to get a decent swing in here. I'm just going to pull all these bolts out and see if there's any way to fit a drill in here. I guess we'll see if I can see the marks. You can see the two marks up here? Yeah, looks like it right there. There. Oh. Oh. A little sharp. A little hot. A little deburr action there. It's a little tight, but I have my impact with a 1/4" hex drive, normal chuck, keyless chuck. Comes in handy every once in a while. Angle adapter, the 1/4" hex chuck, and the regular drill. Pain. Well, I got 2 holes drilled. I'm not sure where the 3rd hole is. I lost the mark for that uppermost hole there. So I'm just going to drill right through the plate. Let's finish drilling that up. Oh. Ooh, I think I got all the holes drilled. I just hit some of this rough stuff, the rust, with the wire wheel. Now I'm gonna put some paint on it, cover it up a little bit. Alright, a little of this Rust-Oleum Rusty Metal Primer. Alright, here's the cowl. Like that. My 2 holes. Here's the bracket that comes with the plate. I'm just going to try to line it up with the holes. I'm going to get a couple of these started. I guess it's been so humid, it's still kind of tacky. That's okay. If this, as long as this bracket doesn't have to come out again, it should be fine. Thread. Well, I guess that first one didn't stay in there. Alright. Here's the 3-nut bracket. Seems like I might have beat on the firewall a little too much. Alright, so I found a 5/16 by 1 inch. Hopefully I can get this to thread in a little bit to pull that insert, crush the firewall a little bit. Oh, it hit the ground. Try that again. The idea is just to get this to pull it closer to pull the bracket and the firewall in so the threads on the other bolts will catch. Alright, so I got the 5 bolts in. the provided bolts after I got that the 5/16 18 bolt by 1 inch long. After I got that started in this middle, this middle one right here, I was able to snug these up, and it seems like it pulls the sheet metal tighter. I think that's my fault, because I was beating on that trying to get everything to line up. I should have just bent the bracket, and in order to get the studs for the blank off plate for the master cylinder, in order to get that in, I had to use a big C-clamp to draw it in and then get the studs started. So this is where that sound insulation goes that I cut because it was a huge pain to work around. There's the throttle cable. Hopefully that's out of the way enough. And then this piece goes around the steering column anyways, it looks like. This part right here I didn't cut. This was like that already. But what we're trying to do now is get the pedal assembly in. Got the clutch, the brake. Instead of the other bracket, just has the brake on it. Here it is over here. And it's got the big pedal for the automatic transmission. Would you look at that? I used the brake pedal to pull this thing in here. Alright, we'll try 9/16, see if that works. 7/16. And the clutch pedal is here, and it pivots on this shaft that goes all the way through right here, inside of there, and then over here that guy. Let's see if I can hold these wires back a little bit. This guy, I'm pushing the clutch pedal. And the clutch pedal's like, I don't know, 16, 18 inches long, and that thing's only an inch long, so it gives you quite a bit of leverage. And this truck didn't have a problem with it yet, because it was automatic, but the master cylinder is in that hole, or would be in that hole where those studs are. This is like a blank plate, which is nice. You don't have to drill holes in the firewall. Right here, that's where the master cylinder would mount. And there's a rod, push rod, just like the brake master cylinder that goes on there. And apparently the firewall will flex and crack, and then you won't have a clutch. And it won't be the clutch's fault, but it's the firewall's fault. But there you go. Put some electrical tape on my U-joint so it'll hold its own weight a little bit. I think I got the D's lined up. I'm gonna grease it and see if I can shove it in. It's attached. Crazy. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you don't mind, do me a favor, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you don't mind. And I think I might be doing some videos on this guy. It's an 87 Kawasaki KE100. It's in pretty good shape for 35 years old. 1,429 miles, believe it or not. It had like 720, 730 when I bought it.